Ghanatube, so I was in formatting CD and not just saying some. I would be air coso ewo or my gani waiting palo. Ye bobo room near Rockety and sending me say a bar, not near Cowan media twice or Eddie amount.
Let's move to some final story. The Bank of Ghana is taking some aggressive measures to deal with the recent liquidity issues and pressure on the Ghana cedi. To this end, the central bank has sold one of its highest amount in dollar auctions to the market. Details in this report.
The more than $200 million that the Bank of Ghana sold through its 7-day forward auction is coming at the time that the central bank has been a little bit off the market for a while in terms of dollar intervention. The Bank of Ghana first came through with $100 million, but that amount was increased to $208 million. However, for some of the banks, they say the amount was still not enough. But for many, it wasn't just about the amount, but the rate offered by the participating banks and what the Bank of Ghana accepted. At the end of the auction, the quotes were in the range of 11 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos, and 12 Ghana cedis, 15 pesos. Meanwhile, market data showed that for the month of August, the Bank of Ghana sold some $737 million through its forward auction program. However, this represented more than 18% drop over the more than $900 million that it sold in July this year. The development indeed shows that the Bank of Ghana has been reducing the amount of dollars it sells through its forward auction program.
Meanwhile, Bank of Ghana has investigated about 2,283 forgery cases from 2019 to 2023, with 115 charged for money laundering. The 2025 anti-money laundering report has revealed. There is more in this report.
The report also revealed that the country has taken some bold steps to also prosecute persons that were found to be engaging in those practices. Also, in the area of terrorist financing, the country rate was low due to the fact that there are no terrorist groups identified to be operating in Ghana. Additionally, government has also put in place robust measures to safeguard their jurisdiction from being used to raise, move or store funds for terrorism purposes. Despite this progress, the report emphasized the need for enhanced coordination between government agencies to address what it describes as emerging risk. However, the report was worried about the lack of regulation in the real estate sector, as well as timely access to reliable beneficial ownership of assets, which exposes the country to some of these threats. On the other hand, fraud, tax offenses and drug trafficking have been identified as the major offenses confronting the country.
Moving on, some oil marketing companies have started increasing prices of petroleum products at the pumps. The move is in line with industry projections that most of these firms will review their prices from today.
Goil took the lead, increasing petrol by 11 pesos, resulting in a litre going for 12 cedis, 11 pesos. However, that of diesel has gone down by 40 pesos and a litre is selling at 13 cedis, 90 pesos. Another major oil firm, Shell, has increased the price of petrol by 70 pesos. This means that a litre of petrol is now going for 13 cedis, 59 pesos. Some of the major oil marketing companies have told Joy Business that they will adjust from tomorrow or latest by this Friday. However, market leader Star Oil has announced it will not increase prices for this window. This should mean that it will still be selling a litre of petrol at 12 cedis 77 pesos, while a litre of diesel will go for 13 cedis 45 pesos. Chief Executive of the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, Dr. Rufising Opong, had earlier explained to Joy Business that consumers will not see that huge margin increase in prices as earlier projected. According to the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, the increase has been influenced by the cedi's recent depreciation and some supply challenges with some products.
In other developments still on the agri sector, Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture John Dumelo has underscored the need for heavy investment in local research and development in the agricultural sector. He observes excessive government have failed to dedicate adequate funding to the sector to facilitate scientific research that could enhance productivity and ensure improved food security. According to him, the country's agricultural sector can only thrive efficiently if more funds are channeled to the sector for tailor-made research. There is more in this report.
The Deputy Sector Minister has been touring the Crops Research Institute to be abreast with the research activities by local scientists. It is part of the Feed Ghana project, which seeks to promote agricultural productivity by institutions, including government institutions and religious bodies. The team of researchers led by the Director of the Research Institute exposed the Minister and his delegation to a variety of enhanced crops developed to support the government's initiative. Local researchers have over the years called for more investment into the scientific and research community to churn out works that would enhance agriculture rather than foreign investments that usually are specific to the donors. The Deputy Sector Minister, John Dumelo, stressed on the need to depoliticize the agriculture sector.
If you look at other countries, they invest a lot in R&D, mainly because we have to be efficient. And in Ghana, we want to be efficient. It's not really about the size of the land. It's about how many tons you can get from an acre. And so we can say, you know, Ghana has so many land. But if we are able to get 2 or 3 tons per hectare of maize, that's not what we want. We want, you know, 5 or 6 or even sometimes 10 tons per hectare, you know. So it's about efficiency, and efficiency comes with CSIR. CSIR is doing an amazing job. I mean, I've been touring here today, and some of the varieties that they have, in fact all the varieties that they have, are something that, you know, if well invested in, can solve most of our problems instead of importation of seeds and so on and so forth. And so I think they need to be adequately funded. We need to make it a purpose, or we need to be intentional about research and development.
Director of the Crops Research Institute, Professor Maxwell Dakwasante, reiterated their commitment to provide technical expertise to achieve the goals for the Feed Ghana project.
We have also put together a team that can support all the other institutions that are doing institutional farming. We'll give them what we call the technical backstopping. It's so important, and I'm happy that Minister understands that. So because all the nations that have developed is because of the emphasis they have put on R&D. And as I mentioned, it's a continuous process. So the technology that is good today will not be good in the next 10 years. So our appeal is that every government program should have a section on R&D.
For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Bright Kweku.
Now, away from the Minister of Communications, Digital Technologies, Sam George, has reaffirmed government's commitment to press ahead with sanctions, with MultiChoice Ghana failing to reveal rates after the September 6th deadline. He disclosed in an interview with journalists at the program in Accra. The minister further revealed that government will meet with MultiChoice tomorrow to reach a decision.
Ewuzi afọ na masese mudi mechi ekotie nsem a ekoso ewo omanga ne mu we die me mu besi ana so beti meja comment no ema me ewo comment section da wodwi ewo nsem ni nyina no fa comment ne ebra na mejibre akinkan ama wo fefefe me kai ubiom se channel we Ghanatube. So don't forget to subscribe, hit on the notification bell, share and like all our videos. Ewuzi afọ snowy die sisi ade makramo.